Well, all right. We're at the final thing, I think. Well, hello there, my fellow brothers, sisters, gamers, and anime lovers. Buster here again with our reaction video. And let's see what happens at the good ending of this. So there's a bad ending and a good ending. The canon end, I don't know what the canon is because it's so damn confusing that everything in the FNAF universe is theory, basically. A lot of theories, but no conclusions. No canons. It's just all over the place, and I can't tell which is which. But still, I would rather prefer to have good endings rather than bad ones. I don't know who would want the bad ending, but still, hope you guys enjoy these kinds of videos. It will be uploaded in the Buster Archives channel, but the full series will be put on the main channel. Hope to see you there. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. If you really want to, smash that like button to defeat the algorithm, the bully algorithm, and get this video out there to many people who want to watch it. Alright, this is US President's Play, Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location FNAF SL Part 6, and might be the final part. So let's see what happens. Alright, last time we got scooped. The guard got scooped, and he was turned into a skin suit. Alright, let's see what happens on the good ending. I hope he escapes and live his life and get his exotic butters that he just got and weren't able to eat because he got scooped. All right.
Broncos country, let's ride.
What does that even mean?
So we're going to go to the extra menu, and then we're going to go down to the corner here,
That is creepy.
and there we go.
Not this again.
Thanks for the keyboard, Joe. So I just try to feed the children the cupcakes, right?
Right, the goal is to feed all the children.
Okay, well, that seems simple enough. Never mind, I guess I just suck.
And you were making fun of me.
Yeah, you should watch the jump.
Let's try this again.
If you haven't guessed, we have to beat this minigame to access the good ending.
So riddle me this, the sleeper of Joe.
What?
I feel like a kid in a classroom because I keep asking this, but give me a summary of what's actually happening.
First, you need to separate this game from the first 4 games. Don't consider them a part of the same franchise, at least for now.
We already have the multiverse of madness going on, so why would that be too hard?
Now that we got that established, let's roll from the top. We're a late-night technician hired to perform maintenance on animatronics. As we work throughout the week, we discover these animatronics are actually sentient and are dismantled when they don't work as intended. Circus Baby, the main animatronic, requests that we save what is good and destroy what is bad. However, this actually turns out to be a lie, and we end up being the ones that are scooped.
Did you bring a notebook or something to remember all of that?
Again, playing horror games day in and day out will do that to you.
Oh, yeah.
Michelle would be super upset if she saw I was force-feeding fruit toast to these kids.
So basically, we're not smart enough to think for ourselves, and we end up getting...
Is that what you call cupcakes, fruit toast? I've never, when I was a kid, I would have ate a cupcake before, but me being the kid I am, I prefer chocolate. Well, that's a little bit story time for me to you, the things that we prefer, that we like. I'm more of a cereal kid before. When I was a small kid, I liked Honey Stars, but when sugar really got too much for me, or really sweet stuff, it's not that I have any problems right now. It's just an acquired taste or changing it. The next cereal that I move on to is Cocoa Crunch, which is delicious. It's basically grain and chocolate put it together and making chocolate flakes and milk. There we go. It's good for the. It's good for me to go to the toilet to help me, but still, it's like getting more fiber as a kid. But it's really tasty and delicious. I'm more of a chocolate guy more than anything than a cupcake. What do you guys like? Leave it in the comment section down below.
Hoodwinked.
You think being kidnapped would have been the nail in the coffin. Also, am I doing this right, Joe?
Yeah, you're doing the right thing. Keep going.
Wait, you gave him a guide? What happened to going in blind?
Realistically, if I let you guys go in entirely blind, we'll miss my re-election ceremony.
Of course you say that. We still have a full year to go, and three-legged Biden is coming in hot with a hard-on and horseradish.
Not gonna lie, I think I messed this up, Joe. Yeah, I think there were kids the other way I had to get with the green cupcakes.
You still have the guide for the minigame, so it's okay.
Well, if I could make the jump, things would be okay.
You are not making that, Obama.
Do you want to give it a try?
You're making that, Obama.
Is there any other information that you would like to know, Donald?
So what's going on with Purple Guy? We heard his name in the beginning, and then at the end we saw purple eyes from the figure. I just feel like the kid from the IT movie being led to the drain.
It's it. How did you not know that?
Same thing.
Not really. Well, one is a killer clown that lures children, and one fixes a computer and lives in his mom's basement. Oh, never mind. Same thing.
Do you remember who was
My
mentioned at the
gosh.
beginning of the game? The person that was going
Rock.
over Circus Baby's features.
William Afton, right? Who we concluded was the purple guy and was the one who did all the murders.
If he's being asked about the design of the animatronic, he's heavily tied into the construction of them.
So much for sister location. It's just the same place with different letters.
In the novel, the purple guy originally co-owned Fredbear's Family Diner. Does that apply here too?
Assume everything is the same in both timelines unless stated otherwise.
We just assumed half of Newton's law. What now?
So there's another thing that I pointed out at the end of last episode that Obama mentioned. It had to do with the voice lines in between our shifts. You guys remember that, right?
I don't remember what she said, but I do remember that she was pestering her father to play with something.
So now we have
Yep.
the blueprint. Let's go and build something out of it.
Finally, something I'm good at.
If we know that William Afton had something to do with the construction of these animatronics and that someone's daughter was begging their dad to play with an animatronic, what can we assume from that knowledge?
That it's actually William's own daughter talking in between our shifts.
Of course, CPS would trust him with a child.
CPS.
Useful as always. Yeah, his track record with children is wonderful, just wonderful.
Hey, don't look at me weirdly. I don't make the rules. Also, what would CPS even do? It's not like they were able to catch him, so you just want them to take an innocent man's children away?
He's probably creepy looking, so yes.
Regardless, there's one more thing that I want us to connect the dots on.
Am I even going to make
What?
it in time?
Please tell
Be a
me.
buzzer beater.
What's the last thing that you want us to figure out here?
Do you guys remember how Baby talked about this incident at a party
Yep.
where something bad happened?
Yep.
When she didn't feel like herself and there was a lot of screaming when no one was around?
Yeah, under the desk.
And the final voice line was from William's daughter about sneaking to the animatronics so she could play with it. What can we make out of that?
Come on, I'm right there. Got it. That's how you complete a
That
mini
was
Wait, what's
close.
game. Is she going to get the ice cream? What the?
What just happened?
What do you mean? Did you not see she just got eaten?
Hey guys, remember what I said before that happened about William's daughter and what Baby said?
Wait, that was William Afton's daughter.
Is that why he hates children? Because he couldn't take care of his own?
I mean, probably. It's never
Oh.
really discussed though, so who knows?
Still, that's absolutely bananas. Like a whole can of worms just got opened up.
Yep.
Well, that's certainly
Well,
a way to start the
no.
good ending.
And
I'm
then
afraid to
starts the
ask what else we
bloodlust.
have to do.
The next step is to continue on night 5.
Oh boy.
We'll start from the beginning and have to do pretty much everything the same.
What?
But there'll be one key difference that I'll tell you about when we get to it.
All right, night 5, we're back in action.
Can't wait to have another prostate exam in the scooping room.
Oh, come on.
Now you must turn back.
All right, shut up. I've heard enough of your sob story.
Get that trash out of here. That's what you get for being a midget.
Bit of an interesting grudge to hold there, Donald.
Joe, we've been doing the same thing we did for the bad ending. Are we going to slither our way to the scooping room and pull a reverse card or something?
It's actually coming up in this next part, where we have to crawl back through Funtime Auditorium. Instead of walking slow and going left, run forward and go right. You can just leave mid-speech, Barack.
Got
I
it.
will help you avoid. Go forward.
Run forward and take a right, correct?
Yep, that's how you do it.
Okay, let's go.
Access granted.
And there you go.
What did we get access to?
Wait, what is this?
Monitors? A fan?
It seems that you have accidentally wandered into a restricted area.
What?
Due to
That's the
sensitive
highest I've heard
nature
you
of the
squeak, Don.
materials that you may be exposed to,
Wait,
you
doors
will
and
not be
power?
allowed to leave until the cleanup crew arrives at 6 a.m.
It's like
So
the
hang
first
tight.
game.
Yep.
Rest assured that
Wow.
you will be promptly rescued, fired, then sent home.
Fired and sent
Thank you
home?
for being
What?
an employee.
That's better than
We hope
anything.
that your experience has not
Rather
been
than
as regrettable
imminent
as
doom.
ours.
We got kidnapped and we're still getting fired? William Afton is a terrible businessman.
Is this how we get the good ending,
He's a
Joe?
terrible human
flashback
being,
to the first
period.
game?
You already know the drill.
What do you mean,
Survive
businessman?
until 6 a.m. and don't run out of power. Also, make sure to check those cameras.
Wow, we really are playing the first game.
Well, no need to fear. The world's best security guard is here.
Why didn't you trust me?
And she's here too, apparently.
Luckily, I'm the security guard. And there it is, fresh from the cell tower.
Well, what even is it?
Cell tower.
Trust me.
Because
No.
you look like that.
What is this pipe
Don't
sound I'm
open the
hearing?
door. He was
Oh,
there.
great, it's still out there.
Is that baby?
Why didn't you believe me?
Because it sounds like it.
It's after us, whatever it is.
Officially, that thing is called Ennard. It's a combination of all the animatronics.
Sometimes I don't understand why people do the things that they do.
In
Check the
bad
camera
ending,
first.
Ennard was the shape-shifting thing outside the window. It has a mask on that was in the control module room.
So in the bad ending, we trusted it and we ended up getting scooped because of it? What did that do?
Well, remember, they said they couldn't go outside because they look like this. And remember, it pans.
And it's
he's
right
back
there again.
There again.
Everything right.
It pans to someone opening their eyes. As such, it's assumed that they're now using a human body to sneak out of the facility.
So
Yep.
it was playing dress-up doll with our skin? That midget is psychotic.
You seem to forget who the creator of this thing is.
And
William.
it's back already. So tell me, Joe, is this thing the only animatronic we have to deal with while doing all of this?
Yeah, because Ennard is all the animatronics combined. This is the only animatronic that you have to worry about.
Oh, it's back again.
Reminiscent of
It's
how
can't be
Nightmare
one specific
Fredbear
spot.
was
Wonder
in
why.
the fourth game.
Where is it?
Instead of buying the lie, we get caught in a security room where we
It's
have to
there. It's there.
survive
Shut the
at night.
door.
Don't tell me we have to play another 5 nights of this thing to get the good ending.
So that we can look like you.
What did she just say?
Lucky for you, Donald, this is the last thing we have to do to get the good
If it
ending.
ends like this, we won't be able to try again.
That's the point. We don't want you to try again.
It's all a matter of surviving the night now.
Which, looking at the time and the power, I'm not so certain that I'll be
1 a.m.
able
and
to slip
63.
by.
Oh, that's
The
bull.
power is draining
That's
awfully
bull.
fast, even when I'm not doing anything.
Like this, we won't be able to try again.
So Donald might get a shot.
That's right. Keep quiet, you Wendy's logo. The world's best security guard is back in business.
The very best.
The very best.
I hope you're the very best at shutting up baby, because she doesn't know how to be quiet.
To be with her again.
What is she even talking about?
To be
Let me
with
guess,
her.
another daycare turned into a morgue? With Purple Guy making the place? I'm surprised we didn't have gravestones on the elevator.
I mean, they already had that with the 2 other technicians. Instead of gravestones, though, they
Oh.
were ropes.
Necks so stretched they looked like geese.
So, is there any surprise features I should worry about, Joe? Besides the vent in the middle of the office, I'm sure Ennard will be
That's
down there
something
eventually.
different.
Nope,
In the
that's
middle
not
of
it.
the office.
But obviously, listen to your surroundings because the atmosphere does matter.
You won't die.
I don't believe that, baby. And I think I'm experiencing the sounds firsthand, Joe.
While Barack is toiling away for his old folk. Did you watch the debate at all, Don?
That whole thing was a catastrophe waiting to happen. Vivek Ramaswamy is on one corner being treated like a chew toy by Nikki Haley. Chris Christie is looking like a half-eaten bag of Funyuns. And don't even get me started on the inland hurricane known as Ron DeSantis.
I heard they were all very disappointed that you didn't show up.
Can you blame me? Christie and DeSantis still found ways to guzzle my juice the whole time, and I wasn't even there. They would have been like hyenas to a dying zebra.
It's so interesting seeing you make enemies on both Democrat and Republican sides.
Yep.
Because honesty offends everybody, red or blue. I felt like a dead pig stuck on a fireside spork.
You said it, not me.
You really don't seem too worried about it.
That's a bit. That's
They
an
were my direct
image.
competition, Joe. Did you even see what I had rivaling me? I've seen toddlers, literal babies, put up more of a fight than they did.
If you're going
Oh.
against Joe as the main Republican candidate, you might actually win by a landslide.
The 47th president has a ring to it, doesn't it?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We still have a year of action ahead of us.
More voidless people standing at the bottom of my empire. Obama, I might need a rival if these challengers can't even pose a threat.
I have 28% left on power, and it's 3 a.m.
Oh, come on.
It's not looking good here. Also, 2 terms is enough for me. I'll stick on the sidelines for this one.
Make that 25% now. We must be using some really off-brand batteries to power this place.
Even though it's a sister location, we do have to remember what franchise it's tied to.
Speaking of, have we decided what we want to do with the FNAF movie?
Like viewing it?
Either that or talking about it. There's been zero clarification about what we plan to do.
Where is it?
If not obvious, we can't film the movie. That whole plan would go out like a light.
Well, obviously not. But are we going to film a reaction or a summary of the events after, or what?
That's a good question, in all honesty.
I'm interested to watch
To be
that.
honest, I don't think either of us would have a definite answer.
It might be an answer for when the time arrives. I originally wanted us to get through the entire franchise of the game before we watched the movie. However, I'm starting
still
to
got a
think
lot
that's
more,
not
I think.
possible, considering we still have 3 or so more games to play.
At least.
Right. With that being said, I think the movie only contains topics and content pertaining to the first few games. So it's not like we would have to deal with any spoilers.
Again, that's not my concern. My concern is having to go to the movie theater and get people
11%.
swarming us because we're sitting and former presidents.
Security would be a mess, a wacky headline, of course, but it would just be a mess.
It would be Mardi Gras at a movie theater. Something tells me that I'll have to sit this one out.
Wait, is it available for home streaming?
It might be just something I'll have to do more research on. To be honest, that's been kind of a back burner thought. I'm just preparing a lot of other things right now. Presidency.
Oh, it's in the
Well,
vent
look
now.
who's in the vent. Oh, I'm at 3%. I'm going to die.
A generator powered with sparkling water, that's what we have.
Sparkling
Nice run
water.
that lasted. You made it all the way to 4 a.m.
And
That's
we're
pretty
done.
good for the first time.
I don't want to see you.
Yeah, we're pretty
or
good.
maybe
Doesn't
I
keep
will.
us alive. And
Good.
now
They did not give you an inch or a mile. They made you back down and give up.
Ennard shot out of a cannon on that one. Let me just tell you.
The first attempt can be a good point to stop at.
But why are we stopping so early?
With the FNAF movie coming up, we have a lot to focus on now.
Are
I've
you
had
sh-
some channel
What?
ideas that I can talk about after recording too, Joe.
How do you guys just have the time to do that?
We don't, but we know our priorities.
Sounds like you guys are just stupid.
Little late to the memo, Don. USA Today already told me that.
Wow, that's
It's Donald
accepting.
Trump here wanting to thank all of our members for supporting us. If you'd like to become a member and see exclusive content, click the join button down below.
Well, we're gonna get a part 7. So first attempt, and they're gonna go for a second attempt and a third attempt. I don't know how many times, but do you guys agree? The power expenditure of that freaking mode was worse than the original ones. It just breathing the oxygen alone is draining power. Not as in you can just see it just go down. It's just stupid. I think they spend so much time on the monitor. I think that's the reason why it's drained a lot. And they immediately close the door when they see Ennard at least in the hallway before getting to the door. I don't know how you time it, when to close it or not, but I think they spend too much time on the cameras and shut the door too long. But still, hope you guys enjoyed this video. More of it like it will be on its way. This was 3 days ago, so we're gonna be waiting a while until President Play Horror Games comes back. But still, there's still more content on the main channel. Go check it out over there. Thank you guys so much. Buster here, finally signing out. See you next time on the next video. Be there or be square.